All right, welcome back to Bargain Bin. We're reviewing Snake Pass, which Ala picked out last week for us here. $5
Yeah,
or less game. This was $2.99 on the PlayStation Store, and here we are to talk about it. We'll start things off with our gut check, our score out of 10 coming into the review, and after discussion, we'll
hmm
lock in our final score. All right,
Great.
let's see. Three, two, one, flip. Six.
Hey, that's all right.
Synergy.
That's a take a moment. um, yeah. So, uh, I had heard about this game a long time ago, as I think it came out around the launch of the Switch, if memory serves. Um, but I remember hearing uh, I think there was a Game Maker's Toolkit episode on this on it, like in terms of it's interesting game because it's a platforming game where you're not actually jumping, you're maneuvering around as a snake.
Right.
And I just found that idea fascinating. And I seem to remember in that review him saying like it's not a perfect game by any means. There are some issues with it. Um, but it's an interesting game in terms of what it is setting out to do. And I have to say that I agree fully with that because it's a very interesting game with very interesting ideas, but there was just something about it that I just didn't like a lot of the time.
Yeah.
um and I'm not sure what it was. Like it's interesting. Um what like kind of what are your kind of thoughts about it?
I think the game doesn't have the sauce. I didn't feel any sauce.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
and it was actually more frustrating than satisfying most of the time, the having to
Yeah,
maneuver it.
I think that might be it. Like I realized as I was getting through some of the later levels, I was just kind of being like, man, I wish there was just like an easier way to move. Like just when you're on the ground and slithering, I wish it was just easier. Like I get that that's how you
Yeah,
make the
yeah,
snake move. That's like so you have to go back and forth with the control stick. But I was just getting sick and tired of doing that over
yeah.
and over and over
I know.
again.
And I thought it
And
was
I was
crazy
like,
because I'm seeing all these like there's mostly positive reviews online that I see, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm missing something here, but like the levels all kind of blended together to me. Like the environments weren't that interesting,
yeah,
and
the
I was
the
gonna go through the motions. Like I wouldn't have finished this if it weren't for this and our backlog quest that we're doing. I would have
mhm,
probably dropped it pretty quickly
yeah,
because it was just like it's not doing anything for me. It was just kind of all right. Let me go through the
yeah,
motions to get this done. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not an especially long game. I was trying to beat it before the review. I didn't end up getting around to doing that. A lot of work has been having to drive almost 2 hours for work is really one way driving 2 hours, and then working for like 7 to 8 hours is really killing me. So not able to finish it fully, but I was able to. I beat like 12 of the 15 levels or 11 of the 15 levels. So I feel like I can speak pretty definitively on it because I feel like I saw basically what the game has to offer,
oh yeah,
more or less. Um, yeah, I think it's very unique. I like the kind of puzzling your way or like kind of uniquely finding your solutions to trying to find the collectibles. Like, okay, how do I get up to this area? It's like if I find this probably there's a way to get up over there, but I need to search around and look for this place that I can kind of like finagle my way around and then be a little bit bolder and like move really quickly to get to this and then wrap around it. A lot of that sort of like a lot of that sort of gameplay loop was engaging, and that was part of the game that I kind of liked. I liked sort of being able to kind of think your way through a lot of the problems. But the problem with that then came in the fact that you could kind of just brute force it a lot of the time.
yeah.
Where you could kind
Honestly,
of just like you could kind of just like once you sort of got the mechanics down, you could kind of ignore them at some point, like certain periods of time where you could kind of like
yeah, totally.
um not like out like maybe not like outright ignore them, but there are some times where it's like it's clear the game is wanting you to wrap yourself
Yeah,
around
do
and
all
to climb
this and
up
go
this
around
thing.
this, and instead you just go over it or whatever, something
Yeah,
simple.
where it's like sometimes you can literally just slither up over a wall, like, and it's like that doesn't really make any sense. I don't know how I was able to do that, but
But I'll
sure.
take it rather than going through all that.
Yeah,
Well, there was
yeah,
early on. I was like, actually, I just gave up on finding the extra collectibles because I was like, I'm not feeling this game enough to really want to go out of my way for these things. So I was just like, let me just go for the objective. This
yeah.
main three things.
Yeah, I mean, the coins, like, I kinda kept going, I kinda stopped looking for those, even as far as, like, I think it was after the first world, I was like, "Alright, I'm just kinda like." I was sort of with like you, I was like, "I'm not really feeling this game." What I do wanna do is I still wanna find the orbs. Those are, like some of those are, like, they're generally more interesting in using the mechanics a lot more, in a way that's, like, the game is expecting you to kind of do. Whereas the coins sometimes it's like forcing you to like really go out on a limb and like sometimes literally go out on a limb
Yeah.
uh to like use the mechanics in ways that are like not fun. I think I think is probably the
Hmm.
best way to phrase it. Is like they're technically ways that you can use the mechanics, but a lot of times they're just like not fun because you'll like go out and you'll try to grab a coin and then you'll fall off the edge and then you'll do that like 15 times in a row.
Yeah.
And then it's like
Exactly.
I know there's a way that this is supposed to work and I can't figure it out. And then the solution is something like really like annoying. Or it's like you just didn't quite do it perfectly because a noodle, I think, is the snake's name. He does kind of even when you're gripping onto stuff, he kind of has a tendency to just sort of like fall a little
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
and kind of like reposition himself even when you're trying to keep him steady. And it's a little janky. It's a little janky at times.
Yeah. That's the thing with me is like it didn't feel consistent enough for me to really want to do this crazy stuff. And I was just like, some points I'm just crossing my fingers I don't die here and have to go through this damn little thing again. And I'm like, hope for the best on this one and try to get over it. But yeah, yeah, it didn't do anything for me this game, unfortunately. I like the concept, but yeah,
Yeah, I felt like I really liked the game a lot in the first couple levels, and then immediately it was like, I think I've seen like it was like nothing new. Everything was like all kind of almost exactly the same. Like
hmm,
they introduced swimming and like in the second world, and I was like, this is nothing.
yeah, that's
There's
not
like
actually
nothing to
using.
this.
Yeah, it's not really using the mechanics in any way.
It's just like use Y to dive, and I'm like, okay, so you just go. It's just you go underwater. It's just
But I
like
was
this
like,
is
actually, oh,
dumb.
this
Like it
feels
didn't
better than
use any.
regular movement.
It kind of did, yeah. It was faster. It was fast. That was another thing too. It was like I got the trophy for it's like you reached top speed, and I was like, oh my god, that was top
I know,
speed.
I know.
I'm
It's
going
like, come
so
on, give
slow. What do
give
you
me some
mean?
momentum here.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh god, yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, it's the game moves a little too slow for its own good. I think is one problem. I again, I like the concept of having to wrap around things and climb up and use the your length to try to move things around. It's really fun as a concept. Like even just saying that and like watching it seems really cool, but it just ends up being kind of cumbersome and annoying at the end of it.
Yeah.
Um so the thing is like I don't know how you would improve it exactly other than maybe movement speed. Um
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
sure there's something to have been done. I
yeah.
mean, maybe you have like I know this is not the point of the game, but to have like some kind of other things to do rather than just the climbing. Have like it's like I because you kind of change the game here, so I don't like want to say that this is something they should have added, but like have some kind of enemies or attacking. It's like
Mm,
that does fundamentally change the game in a lot of ways, but to me, it needed something more than what we got.
yeah.
Um,
Because it did feel very
yeah,
samey very very quickly.
yeah.
and I didn't like the gameplay loop enough to really, like I said,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been compelled to play through otherwise. So
Yeah, but it's like I will say it's like the reason I'm still giving it a 6 though is like I applaud the because clearly this couldn't have been easy to like think about or design or work on because it's like you're making a platformer where you don't really platform. You have to think about the snake as a way to make his own platforming through grabbing onto stuff and slithering around.
yeah,
Um But yeah, I don't know. It's sort of in a weird, tricky
I
position.
guess it's also
So
not the kind of game I generally like. Like if I like, I mean, I like a lot of platformers, but I generally like the ones that are really like can be really fast or um use momentum or physics interesting in an interesting way. And like I just like to be able to zoom through. I like to do things fast, and like I like the like Mario 64's fun movement options and things like that. Whereas this one's like, yeah, they're different movement options, but it's not fun to move around. It's not like you're going quick and like doing spins and doing all this. It's like uh, struggle my
yeah.
way up. Like, God, don't fall. Hold on. Worm your way up there. But
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those things where so I hopped into one of Blink's streams recently while I was playing the game actually and sort of I did mention that we were going to be playing this and I he asked me what I thought about it and I said you're going to have wait for the review. I won't say anything like completely. I was like cuz Zach and I will be reviewing it. And he said something that like I was already like mostly like basically to where I got in the game and he said something that I was just like I completely agree. I wanted to like that game. I thought I would like that game and wanted to like it more than I ended up liking it because there was
hmm
just
hmm
it's just kind of ended up being kind of frustrating at the end of it rather than fun. Um, yeah, and
yeah,
it's kind
and
of too
there
bad.
weren't too many times where like, ooh, that was really cool, or
Mm,
like I said, the environments were kind of felt generic to me too, you know. So
yeah, it didn't environments weren't interesting until the last world where you get the sort of fire stuff.
yeah,
That like I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
right,
I was also kind of like, but I'm sort of done with the way with this game now. Now that it got cool, now I'm kind of done with this.
yeah,
So, um, so yeah, I don't know.
and
I like the
it
music is another thing. It's very generic, but it's really nice. It's very nice. I was kind of vibing to this sort of like this
mm,
nice little jungle beats. You know, it's kind of this cute little theme, and yeah.
and I kind of tuned out the story,
Is there
but
a story?
like I don't know, but I'm like I know they have cutscenes between after each level or whatever,
Yeah,
but I'm like I don't know why I'm doing this exactly. Why am I the snake going around collecting these things? I'm not really sure, but I'm doing it. I'll do it.
I'm helping this hummingbird fellow around. Who I found really annoying and distracting actually most of the time.
Mm.
Because sometimes he'd just be like all right up in front of the camera, and I'm like, please move,
Hmm.
get out of my way. But Blink also said he played the Switch version, which he said was aesthetically very gross. He said it did not look very good. I will say like this game, I thought it looked pretty nice. You know, it ran fine. Like it wasn't a showstopper in terms of performance, but it ran okay, and it looked fine. And, like it did the job. It got the job done.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, music aesthetics are fine. There's nothing exceptional with any of that.
that's where I'm
And
at.
unfortunately, that's kind of the game. That's the kind of game. There's nothing really terribly exceptional about it. Maybe another thing too is you mentioned like physics and momentum, and like there is elements of physics because the snake obviously is relying on its physical nature and how it grips on and slides and falls down on top of things, but I almost felt like there could have been more physics based, like you could like pull levers and do things like that, but there's nothing terribly interesting or engaging about doing those things.
Right.
I almost felt like having something more involved in terms of like using a sort of physics engine to affect the environment in a certain way, like maybe flattening down grass to as you're sliding through it, to kind of like, I don't know, like clear off a certain area to reveal orbs, or yeah, I don't know. There's just something missing. The fact that it's just collectibles, there's no other real objectives through the stages, and all of them feel exactly the same.
Yeah, something like a timing-based
Yeah,
timing-based things would be fun. Like you have to do this and then do this within a certain amount of time. Like,
yeah,
because it's like when there was one point where you pull a lever and it sends a ball rolling down, and I thought I was gonna
yeah,
have to go do something to intercept it, but it was really just like, oh no, you just have to have it prepped ahead of time,
yeah,
and you just have to pull the lever and just watch it roll, and then that's
right.
it. So you just do one thing, and it's not that interesting. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. There's something there, but it's like I felt like there maybe just needed a little bit something, just something extra. I don't know what it was. It is missing the sauce, as you put it, I think,
yeah.
um, at the end of it. But that being said, still applaud the effort. It's like a lot of really great ideas. It's just the execution was just kind of not there. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of it,
There you go. Let's do our final score here. 3, 2, 1, flip. 5.5.
okay, I stayed firm at a 6. That's a Tarqaron score of 5.75.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
ultimately
mean,
it's like I mostly didn't enjoy the game, so I was like, I feel like
mm,
I shouldn't go to a 6. So I was like, yeah,
yeah, I like there's enough there that I kind of liked, because like I said, there's aspects of it I liked. I liked the kind of sort of thinking about things and like planning out your route and solving problems. But it was annoying. It was just ended up being annoying at the end of it. It's like, oh boy, I fell down. Now I have to find my way back up again. It was just like, ugh.
it just became a
And that,
chore after a
yeah,
while, which is
yeah.
not good, not what
So
you want. But
no,
I know a
not
lot
what
of
do you
people
want with
out
your
there
platform.
seem to really like this game. When I look online, like people are like, I love this game. I'm like, okay, I don't get it, but
Yeah, not
I'm
not
glad
sure
you
I
do.
quite get that either.
But there
It's
you
it's neat. It's a neat game. I wouldn't fault anyone for liking it, but yeah, I don't know. Didn't do it for me, and I guess it didn't do it for you either.
go.
So we're in agreement there.
Bargain bin, everybody.
Hmm. But is that the best bargain bin that we played? Though? Well,
No.
I guess we can't speak on the review, but like I would have, I enjoyed,
Lost in
uh,
Random was the
and
best,
I
yeah.
enjoyed, I enjoyed Lost in Random much more than I enjoyed this. It was a much
Yeah.
better
I
game.
mean, our gut check score, I gave it like a
Mm,
6.5, I think. So,
yeah, I think I gave it 7 or 7.5. I think.
all right. Well, if you enjoyed this video, I'm going to recommend a random Tarkron video for you to watch next.
Random
Random
rules.
Rules from Lost in Random.
Hmm.
Go check out our very first Tarkaron Mad Libs, everybody. It's
Whoa,
compiled by
bringing
my
it
brother.
back.
Mad Libs based on Tarkaron videos early on in the channel. Very
Yeah,
fun. And we're still working on them
still
to
have
this day.
we still have
It's
like
been
half the
years
books
now.
left. Yeah,
Yeah, let me see, when was this uploaded?
say 6 years ago, probably.
2022.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So we must have got it Christmas 2021 is probably when we got it, or birthdays maybe. I don't remember when we got them. It might have been just at a random time he gave
I'm
them
not
to us. I don't
sure, yeah.
remember.
But yeah, check that out. We got lots of
Cool.
reviews,
Hmm.
discussions, reactions, shenanigans on this channel for you to enjoy a variety of content. If you want to go check it out, feel free. All
All
right.
right.
Like the video, leave a comment below with your thoughts. Do you love Snake Pass? Why are we wrong about Snake Pass? Tell us.
Yeah, tell us all about it. I'm pretty sure Dubs has played this game, so I'll have him. I
Does
didn't
Dubs
really talk
love
to
or
him
hate
about it while I
it?
was playing it. Yeah, I don't remember. I think I may have. I feel like at one point, like a long time ago, we talked about it, but I don't remember what he thought about it. So I don't know. He should sound off in the
Dubs seems like the
comments.
kind of guy that hates Snake Pass. Come on.
He probably did. He probably didn't like it. if I'm being honest. So
All right. Thank you for watching, and take care, you noodle heads. All right.